Alright, so today I am on a venture out from the homestead. I've had to drive out to the nearest VA clinic. I'm going to get a machine here today that hopefully helps my back pain, helps me get some relief from my back pain. So 2-hour drive, just about. Let's see how this goes. We'll be back when my appointment's over. I'm having to do the COVID-19 deal and sit in my truck and wait for them to call me to go in. So I'll be back. All right, so an hour and a half drive, almost an hour and 45-minute drive to the VA clinic. I'm on my way back. I actually was able to try out a TENS machine on my shoulder area and a BioWave machine on my lower back. Got some exercises for physical therapy that I got to do. See if any of that'll work. The BioWave machine, I hooked it up, ran it. I got it to about 35%, I think it was. It goes from 0 to 100% on how intense it will get. And I got it to like 35%. It runs for a 30-minute period. And what they say is to just set it at a level that's just comfortable for you, and then when you can't feel it anymore, bump it up a little bit until it gets just above comfortable again, and keep doing that for the 30-minute period. On the TENS machine, it goes up to a 90-minute period, and it hooks up a little different. It's not as good. It doesn't work as good. My back it's been almost an hour and a half, and my back is still, my lower back is still not, it doesn't hurt right now, but within probably 30 minutes of leaving and unhooking the TENS machine from my shoulder, it's just the same amount of discomfort, pain in the shoulder area. So I have to try the TENS machine out. We got deer everywhere today running around, but I have to try the TENS machine out for the week to see if there's any difference. If not, and I still think I need the BioWave machine, then they can order and send me a BioWave machine. So far, for me, I'm thinking the BioWave machine is going to be the route to take. I'm going to give this TENS machine a couple days. I've got an appointment again, a phone appointment this time, because it's such a long drive. They also wanted me to do some physical therapy now, to go to a physical therapist either there or locally if I thought I could. I don't necessarily think I want to do that. I could do my own physical therapy at home. That way I don't have to go out that many times to a hospital setting. I've got another appointment at a local hospital or a local doctor's office. The VA now, per President Trump's actions taken for the VA, it's veterans that live a certain distance away from the VA clinic can request to go to their local doctor instead of going to the VA for treatments and for checkups and all the things that they have to do for the VA. And I've got a doctor here that I'm getting ready to start going to. My first appointment with this local doctor is on the 5th of February. So my appointments have been approved for a local doctor, and I'll be doing that, which is a lot better than having to drive all the way out to the clinic for the VA clinic. I don't like going to the doctor, but kind of need to, so I'm doing what I need to do. Anyhow, see how this goes, and kind of go from there. So we'll do a little update later in the week. Show you the machine that they gave me, and kind of go over it, and then I'll let you know at that point whether or not I keep this machine or I go with the other machine, the BioWave. So anyhow, I keep my eyes out in front. Got a lot of deer movement out here today. I noticed it on the way out, and I'm noticing it on the way back in. So got to be cautious driving these back roads in the woods. Okay. So as I said I'd do, this is the TENS unit. It has rechargeable batteries, so you put the batteries in this and plug it into an AC outlet and recharge your rechargeable batteries. It actually hooks up. There are 2 cables for this unit. Let me go ahead and see if I can back it out a little bit. But all you do is you plug in the cables to the unit like that, and then what you do, and I've already got them crossed, you have 2 connectors per cable on the other end, and you're going to cross your pads on the area that you're wanting to use this on. I don't want to pull them apart. They're real sticky pads. But anyhow, I think you kind of get the idea there. It's not as good. It didn't work as good for me. But go ahead and go through. Up here it has a cover so you don't inadvertently turn it up too much. And these dials are what controls the amount of, I guess, electricity that it's sending through the pads. And you turn it on by pressing that button. It turns on. And then I got it on burst. You can change it up, but the therapist that I'm seeing said just leave it set the way it is. You can toggle back and forth with all these other buttons, but you don't need to. You just close that once it's on. And you use these 2 dials to turn either or up. And to turn it off, just press the button till it goes off, and it's pretty quick. So the tins, like I said, you can have it run for 30 minutes, 60 minutes, or 90 minutes. And for me, I've used it. I used it for about a week. I had another appointment with the therapist, and we went over how it was doing for me. I would get like 30 minutes or so of relief from pain. And I don't know if anybody's, if you've dealt with, you know, constant pain and you get a little relief, it's like it's great while you get it, but once the pain starts creeping back in, it's worse. So I had an appointment, and they ordered me what's called a BioWave unit, which I mentioned earlier in the video. And it also hooks up kind of like the tins. It's pretty much the same concept as the tins. So let me go ahead, I'll move this out of the way. And it came with a bag. You put everything in the bag. It comes with extra cables, because these wear out, as well as extra pads, because you're going to need them. The pads lose their adhesiveness after a few times. So, and once I got this machine, I mean, if you're a veteran and you go in and you have back pain or you have chronic pain, and they give you this machine, even if you go to the BioWave, or at least for me, for the clinic I went to, this is now my machine. What my physical therapist was saying was, basically this is more for, it'll help you out more if you have like a Charlie horse, you know, your muscles are tight. You hook this up and you let it run its course, and it'll actually it'll loosen up your muscles and make it feel better. So like I said, I was able to order in what's called a BioWave. It's a home unit. This is it right here. It only has 2 pads. It doesn't have 4. It's only 1 cable, and it's kind of like a cable that you would plug your computer to your network. And it plugs in pretty much straight into the machine. To unplug it from the machine, you just press this down and pull it out, and it's out. And this hooks up pretty much the same. You put it in the area, 1 pad will go over the area that you got it on. Like if it's my shoulder, I just put it on my shoulder, and then this other pad will go to the side and a little down from it. This is the AC adapter to charge it, and it typically you just charge it once a week, depending on how much you use it. When you turn it on, that's all you do. It'll actually tell you that you don't have it hooked up to yourself. Or so, like if one of these loses connection, it's gonna pop up and tell you that one of them is not hooked up, and it tells you which one. Like it's telling me both pads aren't hooked up to me right now, and I have a full charge because I just charged it the other day after using it. So on this one, the power button over here where you plug in your charger to charge it, and then plus or minus, and you can pause it. And it's a 30-minute increment, but once it shuts off, you can turn it right back on if you need to do it more. I've only done 30 minutes. I've gone up to about a 45 on this one. I got it up on the 10s to a 50. But same premise, and this actually, I'm able to sleep through the night. Let me go ahead and I'm going to shut this one off, and it tells you it's off. So then I'll go ahead and unplug it. Just lay it down. It comes right out. Like I said, the plug is just like your patch cord that you'd go from your computer to your network connection. And they give you a carrying pouch for this one as well. And it came with a whole bunch of spare patches, as well as a quick reference guide, and all kinds of stuff. So anyhow, like I said, this one I like a lot better. It works. I was a little surprised because I don't have to send the TINS unit back, even though I have the BioWave unit now. The TINS unit is mine to keep, and the BioWave is mine to keep through the VA. No cost to me as a disabled vet, which I thought was pretty good. So for me, going back to the VA, this time, this clinic so far has been a great experience for me compared to when I first got out of the military and went to the VA, and had a doctor more interested in what I consumed as rather what my injury was. So if you have any more questions about either one of these units, the BioWave or the TINS, let me know. I can go ahead and do a video later on as well if you want, and have one hooked up and run it. But I don't know the relevance at this point. You're not going to be able to see what it does. You're just going to see it hooked up. So me explaining it's kind of like the same concept as hooking it up, other than you see where I place it on my body. Which, who needs to see an unsuntanned individual sitting having electrodes hooked up to themselves? But with that being said, I also, earlier in the video, I said that I had a local appointment with a local doctor that's going to be my doctor of choice on the 5th, and from whatever reason, a clerical error or whatever, they had it down as March 5th, not February 5th. So my first appointment with the doctor, which includes blood work and all that good stuff, is actually not until the 10th, February 10th. So I'll do another update kind of video on how that goes as well later on. That's the VA first choice, where you're a veteran and the VA approves you to go to a local doctor of your choice, like your physician that you have. And from what I'm told, I guess our new administration, our new president, is looking at killing that program and putting in place a modified ACA version, full-blown ACA version for veterans, which I don't quite understand if this is working so well for veterans, other than to further deteriorate the legacy of President Trump. There's no reason for President Biden to do this. So, along with the other things he's doing. But anyhow, I'm not going to get into the politics of it all. It's not the reason for this video. So, like I said, if you have any other questions on either of these units, let me know. Happy to tell you whatever I can on them. And I guess that's pretty much it. We'll see you on the next video.